Earlier last week, serial sexual predator and R&B singer R.Kelly was convicted of 9 federal charges that include racketeering and sex trafficking. Now, there are folks who aren't celebrating this, like Ebro, Rosenberg, and them on Hot 97 because, black men going to jail, and their inner turmoil about, how they feel about Kelly's catalog of music. More on that in a bit. But, bitch, I'm fucking celebrating. Woohoo! That nigga's going to jail. You know what I got to say to that? Get up there. That nigga is get up there. That's what I got to say. This man was given carte blanche to utilize his fame and talent to prey on teenage girls and emerging adults and black women for decades. And we all gave it to him. We all did. Even after it came out that he married late singer Aaliyah when she was 15 and he was 27. 27 years old, and he married a 15-year-old. And it came out that folks lied about Aaliyah's age on the marriage certificate. They wrote down that she was 18 when she was really 15 at the time. Oh, and she was also pregnant. But then, R. Kelly later gave her family money to, make sure she got an abortion. Yeah, that. Even after the damn sex tape, where he was clearly seen urinating on she was either 14 or 15 years old. Even after that, where you clearly see this nigga pissing on a young teenage black girl. And that instance wasn't even the first time he's preyed on, groomed, and sexually assaulted young teenage girls and emerging adult girls. We all dismissed Aaliyah and the rest of his survivors as fast. Typical misogynoir bullshit, blaming young girls for being preyed upon by adults who should fucking know better. We brushed off their pain and their suffering because he obfuscated his deeds with mainstream hits like I Believe I Can Fly, Step in the Name of Love, I Wish, and, the remixes for Ignition and Feeling on Your Booty, where he got to feel, remember in the music video when he got to feel up all on Little Kim's ass in the music video? Yeah. And he was still able to work and produce hits for Michael Jackson, Jay-Z, Biggie, and even as recent as with Lady Gaga and Justin Bieber. Like allegedly, Justin Bieber made a song with R. Kelly called "Pussy Lips." Pussy Lips. Meanwhile, the entire time, Kelly doubled down on his predation, moving from Chicago to Atlanta, where, guess what? The age of consent is 16, so that he could continue to prey on teenage girls and emerging adult women. And fuckers like Ebro and Rosenberg have the nerve to be more concerned about letting go of Kelly's music catalog than his actions. Motherfuckers, his entire catalog is about his exploits as a sexual predator. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is wrong with you people? Okay, fine, I get it. You're into music, so of course the issue of chucking his catalog is gonna come up. I get it. But I watched a video where they talked about, after the verdict came down and he was found guilty on the federal charges. I heard these two men, Ebro and Rosenberg and Laura Stiles, exhibit so much hesitancy because of his music's popularity. And I'm just like, are y'all fucking serious? I understand the feeling of wanting to separate the art from the artist. I did it for a time with R.Kelly after he was acquitted on those child pornography charges when that tape came out. We all did. But that was a pipe dream and fighting against reality. It is fucking impossible. Most singer-songwriters, they put their lives and themselves in their music. And again, Kelly was a sexual predator. Is a sexual predator and an abuser who has gotten away with his crimes for damn near 30 years. He told everything. He put down exactly what he was doing in every single one of his songs. He was even on video saying that if motherfuckers wanted to catch him, they should have tried it years ago. It was a clip. It was one of the first clips shown on that Lifetime special, Surviving R.Kelly. It's on Netflix. If y'all haven't watched it, which I'm surprised, but not surprised if sexual violence, sexual abuse, things like that, if it's a trigger for folks, because, it happens. So many of us are survivors of abuse, so I get it. If you haven't seen it yet, go watch it. It's all on Netflix. The inspiration for that song, You Are Not Alone, that he wrote for Michael Jackson, was a 17-year-old girl who he groomed, abused mentally, emotionally, and sexually, who ended up pregnant and had to get an abortion and became ill because of something that he passed on to her sexually. You cannot separate R. Kelly the person from the musician because he never did. Like any abuser, R. Kelly had trophies via his music and his sex tapes. So people hemming and hawing about giving up his music catalog as if it's such a difficult thing to do. This is not only insulting to our collective intelligence, but it's a slap in the face to Aaliyah, to R. Kelly's ex-wife, to Sparkle and her niece, who was the girl in the video being urinated on when she was 15, and to all the black girls and women he's preyed upon, groomed, assaulted, used, and abused throughout his 3-decade reign of black terror. So I say to Ebro, to Laura Stiles, Rosenberg, and to everyone and anyone else caught up in their feelings of not wanting to discard R. Kelly's music, just be honest about this shit. Y'all don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck about black women and girls. Shocker. Not really. You don't mind listening to this predator talk and sing about the teenage girls and women he's groomed, used, manipulated, and abused in his song lyrics. You don't care that thanks to black men like R. Kelly, 1 in every 4 black girls are sexually abused before age 18, and that 1 in every 5 black women are rape survivors. Y'all don't fucking care.